Hey you guys, it's Michelle here. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make boxes for your planner stickers on my Cricut machine. I had done that maybe last week, and I had a lot of requests to see a tutorial for that. So I'm going to make that video today. Alright, I'm over here at my computer, so I've turned my Cricut on. Now I'm going to open Cricut Design Space. And these are my projects here that I have saved, some different boxes and things, but I'm just going to start from scratch. So I'm going to go to New Project up here in the right hand corner. And then over here on the left, there are some options: templates, projects, images, text, shapes, and upload. And I'll note also that I have a Cricut Explorer 1. I have had this Cricut for probably, 7 years or something. But I know there are newer, fancier ones out, but this is the, I think this is the software that comes with most of them. But I'm going to click on Shapes, and I'm going to select Square to make just a regular rectangular or square box. And I'm going to click on it there. The next thing I want to do is change the operation from basic cut to print then cut, because that's how we're going to make our stickers. And now I can click on this and I can resize it, make it larger or smaller, and I can do it there, or I can do it up here where it says size, width, and height, and then there's a little lock button. So I'm going to press unlock so it will allow me to adjust these separately, the width and the height. So what I want to do is change the width to 1.5 inches, because that's the dimensions 1.5 times 2.5 on the height for the classic Happy Planner box. And so now I have my first layer, and now I want to go over here in the upper right hand corner and click duplicate. So now I have two boxes that are the same size. First I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go up here to colors right next to the operation selection, click on that square, and it's going to give me some color options. Or I can go to advanced and do a customized color, so I can drag this bar across all of the color chart there, and I think I'll do like an aqua color. Okay, so let's do that. And then on this one, this is going to be our inner layer, the white part that we write on. So I'm going to click this and change that one to white. So now I have two boxes that are the same size, and I just need to resize this one. So I need to click the unlock button. Okay, and so now I'm going to take it down, and you can just experiment, but I'm going to take it down a couple in the width and a couple in the height, a couple of clicks, and see what that does. And then I'm going to position it right on top of that other box, and it does take a second to get it centered correctly, but just get it however you would like it. Still could be a little bit over to the left. Since they're not welded together, I just have it laying on top of that one. If I click make it, it's going to cut out those two individual boxes. So what I want to do is highlight this. I'm going to left click with my mouse and drag it over the whole image, and then down here in the bottom right hand corner I'm going to click flatten, and see how that made it into one piece. So now it's going to print it just like that. Okay, and so now we want to make another box, another size. So I'm going to click on shapes again and square, and then I'm going to go ahead and unlock and change the dimensions to, I'm going to just start out like we had it, 1.5 times 2.5. And we could have saved this step also if I had duplicated one of these boxes before we welded them together, the base layer, and just let it be over here to the side waiting for us, but that's fine. So here we have another box, and I'm going to go ahead and change the height. Like I said, I'm going to keep the width the same because I want it to fit a classic Happy Planner. So I'm going to take this down. You can just click on it, or you can just go ahead and change the dimensions. So I'm going to change it to 1.25 because that is exactly half of the 2.5. So now I have this box, which is like a half size. So I'm going to duplicate that because I'm going to need the inner layer. And I think I'm going to duplicate it one more time because we're going to make some even smaller ones here in a minute. Okay, so let's change the colors on these next. Let's do this one. Let's do a green. Let's do like this color green, and then we'll make this one white. And then I need to press unlock for this one, and I'm going to resize it. So I'm going to take it down a couple each way and see if that works. You can always adjust it. Okay, so now we have a green box. It is still separate pieces, so I need to left click and highlight it, select it, and then click flatten. And so now we have a green box. So let's duplicate that and let's make 3 of those. And now let's do this one. Let's make a slender box. So now I want to press the unlock so I can adjust just the height. And I'm just going to click down until it looks about right. So I'm going to say that, and then duplicate that. And now for this one we'll make it, let's make some pink. All right, let's do this light pink, and then we need the white for the inside of it. Okay, so I've got 2 exactly the same size. I might not even need to unlock it. Let me try just clicking on going down twice there. Yes, I do need to unlock it. So I'm going to unlock, and I need to make it just a little bit shorter. All right. Okay, and then you can definitely make your border, make the white part smaller where you have a larger border. I prefer mine to be kind of slim like the Happy Planner boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that and flatten it, and then let's make 8 of these. So we have, say this is all we're going to make for now. I'm going to click make it and see how it puts them together where it optimizes the space of the paper to save the paper. Okay, so we're going to continue. That looks right. And then we're going to send it to printer. And I already have a piece of AVERY sticker paper in my printer ready to go. I just use an AVERY project sticker paper that is repositionable, or you can use any sticker paper just as long as it's for an inkjet printer, but I'll link the kind that I use in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and press send to printer, and if you don't already have a printer connected to your Cricut, now would be the time to do that. So I've got, mine is already selected, and this add bleed is going to be on as a default, and that does need to be on, so I'm going to leave that on, and then I'm going to print. Okay, so after it prints, it's going to look like this. It's going to have these black lines around it. It's going to let the Cricut know where to cut. So I've got just a Paper Studio mat. I'm going to put this on here as straight as I can. It is going to read those cut lines, so you don't have to worry about being too precise. And then you want to make sure your material is set to paper so it won't cut too deep. And go ahead and load it into the Cricut. Press that flashing go button, and right here is where it's scanning all of the cut lines. And now it's just cutting out all of the boxes. And then go ahead and take it out. Okay, and you can reprint that as many times as you like and recut it, but I'm going to go back and show you how to save it. So if this was a combo that I use all the time, I could just save it like that. So I'd go up here on the upper right and click save, and then put green, blue, and pink boxes. and then I click save. But I'm not going to do that because it's kind of an odd assortment. And the best way to save them, unless it's a color that you use all the time like black or one of the primary colors, I'm going to go ahead and let me get rid of all of these. Okay, the way I prefer to save them, I'm back down to just this one box that we started with, and I'm going to go down here on the bottom right and click unflatten and just save them like this. That way I can change the color of this one to whatever color I need. So I want to save this as Classic Happy Planner Full Box Sticker. Okay, so let me show you what that is going to look like. So I'm going to go into my projects up here, and then here it is, the Classic Happy Planner Full Box Sticker. So I've got the 2 boxes in there. All I need to do is pick what color I want when I'm pulling this up, and then weld them together or flatten them. So I'm going to click on this, and I can either make it just like that, but I don't want to do that because it's going to print 2 separate boxes. I'm going to customize. So I'm going to click on this and change it to black, and so now it's already ready. All I have to do is repeat those other steps, but I already have like the dimensions saved in there, and so now I have a black box, so I can go ahead and flatten that. And like I said, a black box or a neutral color would be worth saving, but I have the like the full box saved in there now, and you can do the same for each shape. You can do it for a full, a half, a quarter, one of the slender boxes, and you can even do double boxes. But I'm going to get out of this, and then I'm going to go back to shapes because we can do any shape we want. Let's make some circle stickers. So I have a circle here, and I'm going to say we're going to make it 2.5, so it'll be kind of larger so you can see it, but it's no need to change the lock here because it's just all, it's a circle, there's no sides. So I want to duplicate this and just change the color. I'm going to go back to this one and change that because that's my base layer, and let's do this yellow color, and let's change this to white because that is the inside of it. And I'm going to just go ahead and click down 2 clicks on that and see if that is sufficient. All right, I think that looks good. And after you get it centered, you want to go ahead and highlight it. And after you get it centered, select it and flatten it. And now it is just a yellow circle box sticker. Now I could also click on that and then duplicate up here. And I could do several different sizes. So I could do a smaller one, you could do a larger one, and so on and so forth. And then whatever I end up with, you're just going to repeat that first step from the first sheet we made. So I'm going to click make it, and it's just showing these. I'm not going to print and cut this one, but I would click continue and send it to the printer, and after it prints I would put it in the Cricut and it would scan and then cut, and then I'd be ready to go with that. And I've just been punching mine so far. I don't have a lot of them made, but I've got just a big Happy Planner cover and some small discs, and I've just been putting them in here like this, the stickers that I make on the Cricut. So that's how I'm storing mine for now until I figure out something else. But that is that. I hope that helps. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. Don't hesitate to message me if you have any questions while you're trying to print and cut your own box stickers on your Cricut. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!